Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Moses, and this is Urban Backyard Container Gardening. If this is your first time visiting, thank you. I appreciate you stopping by. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you, and I appreciate you. You guys keep the channel rocking. So, if you're like me, you have already started thinking about your spring garden. Even though officially we haven't reached winter yet, most of us have already started receiving our 2026 seed catalogs in the mail. I'm going to discuss with you what I'm going to do for my spring garden, and maybe you can pick up a few ideas. Let's get started. Well, the first thing that I always do when I start my spring garden is to make sure that my beds or whatever I'm growing in, the soil is ready to go. And by that, I mean making sure that it is amended and it's healthy. Most of the time when you see me plant anything, you will hear me say that we're going to replenish our soil. I never throw away any soil, I just add to it. Most of the time, it's in the form of more soil, compost, cow manure, and lots of amendments in the form of blood meal, bone meal, alfalfa pellets, azomite, and other materials that I read up on. I think that may be good for my garden. Then, once we have all the soil prepared to my liking, the next thing that we do is to check the viability of our seeds. So, what I mean by checking the viability of your seeds, you probably, like me, have multiple packs of seeds with the date on it that will say something like used by or sell by 12/23 December December 2023. You want to start or take some of these seeds and soak them in water to see if they sprout. If they sprout, then that means that they're viable. If they do not sprout, they're not viable. So what I do is I take some of the seeds, put them in, soak them in water overnight, and then I take them and place them in a wet paper towel and set them aside. And if they do germinate, then they're viable, or viable rather. If they do not germinate, then they need to be tossed, and you go to your seed catalog book that you have, and you're going to start buying more seeds. Okay, the next thing that I do is I determine or figure out when I want to have my seeds planted outside in their beds. So what I do is start my seeds indoors 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost date. I want to make sure that my plants are mature enough to go outside, and about a week before I want to put them out, I'll start um, dampening them off or hardening them off rather outside. And by putting them outside, starting for about maybe a half hour one day, and then moving that up to an hour, and then 2 hours, and then so forth and so forth until they're sturdy enough and hardy enough to come out and be planted in the raised beds. Okay, while your seeds are growing inside, you want to make sure that you have enough mulch and things like that to go around them when you plant them. And around this time, you should be able to catch a lot of sales at your local big box or even your Wally World, where they're selling bags of mulch and stuff like that on sale. So you want to catch that and make sure that you mulch your plants once you put them out. After they're out, you want to go ahead and water them thoroughly, and make sure that they don't experience too much transplant shock. They are going to experience some shock. If you can mitigate that, um, the plants will have a much, much better chance of surviving and growing to maturity. Now, some of the things that I want to plant, or I will be planting in spring, are um, different types of tomatoes, specifically determinate tomatoes. Last year, I grew, or had rather, 63, 64 tomato plants. We had an awful lot of tomatoes. Um, and some of the tomato vines were just ridiculously big. This year, I'm going to grow on mainly determinate tomatoes. I already have my determinate tomato seeds, several varieties. And the reason for growing the determinate tomatoes, they're bushy type, and they don't grow as big, and aren't the vines aren't as intrusive as indeterminate tomato vines are. So we're going to be growing those. We're going to be growing um, different types of peas. I'm sorry, beans. Your black eyed peas, your crowder peas, lima beans, stuff like that. Be growing a lot of those, and we're going to continue to grow brassicas, broccoli, cabbages in the spring until the heat gets too much and they can't take it. But I'm looking forward to having a really nice spring garden and growing a lot of food. I hope you enjoyed my video, and hopefully you got something out of it, and hopefully you like what my plans for spring are. If you haven't decided what to grow, I hope I was able to give you some ideas. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent, and I will reply. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, take a moment to consider doing so. I can grow a lot of food by myself, but it's a given. The one thing I can't grow is this channel by myself. If you do decide to subscribe, don't forget to hit the like button and the notification bell all, so you'll be notified whenever I upload new content. Chances are, if you like my content, your family and friends will also, so it's okay to share. So until next time, always remember to give the thanks to God, for without Him, we are nothing. Stay blessed, stay strong, and grow, grow, grow.